Hey everyone, this is BRAINWAVEZ, and in this video I'm gonna show you how to create a drop in the style of black coral. This whole project file, as usual, is available on my Patreon along with many others. If you're interested, check the link in the description and let's get started. The drums are just a kick drum, 2 snares layered, a little bit of a reverb automation in there, then a couple of hi-hat loops, and this drum fill. So only the drums, they sound like this. Then going into the synths, I have this first section, which is made of 4 layers, so I'm just gonna break that down to you. The main sound is this one. First oscillator is a harmonic series, frame all the way up, level all the way down. Then the second oscillator is a sine wave, level all the way up, and I'm doing a femming to the first oscillator, 20%. That's how that sounds. Not very nice, but we'll get there. Then I have distortion in hard clipping mode, mix and drive all the way up. Then a filter being modulated by this first LFO, envelope mode, 1/4. Chorus, mix all the way up, spread all the way up. Frequencies in freeze, feedback 40%, cutoff 60. Then compression, attack and release all the way up and mix all the way up. That's for the patch in Vital. Then outside of Vital, I put saturator up, 6 dBs of gain, hard curving here, soft clipping mode, wetness 50%. Then an utility, making the bass mono, an EQ boosting around 100 Hz, around 808. Another utility just taking the volume down, erosion, white noise. And finally, a mid-side EQ. I'm just cutting this around 562 and around 1700. And on the side, I'm just decreasing the side information around this area just because it was getting a little bit too wide, so that's why I did that. And I'm cutting the low end at 100 Hz because then I have this sub bass layer that sounds like this. So I just have the sine wave with this LFO this time, a little bit different. Then I put distortion, soft clipping mode, and this filter. Outside of Vital, I put a saturator, soft sine, this time 6 dBs of drive, 80% of dry wet. Then an EQ boosting the same frequencies as before, but that doesn't matter too much because then I cut everything above 100, so I can actually get rid of this. And an utility just lowering the volume to make it fit with the rest of the mix. And that's for the sub. So I have these 2 layers so far. which sound good, but I wanted like a more distorted sound, so I put a couple extra layers. We have this one, which is a weird one, but it helps. So as you can see, the preset is pretty much the same. I just changed the LFO in here, but the rest is pretty much the same. But what I did with the post-processing is, here it's kind of the same deal, but in here I boosted a lot of the gain, as you can see, by putting these two glue compressors. And then I just boosted a ton of the sub. And I'm just doing this to get like a pretty crunchy sound that then afterwards I'm gonna EQ out, but I still have like a little bit of the texture left. So let me just start enabling the post-processing little by little so you can see kind of what my thought process is with this. So this is the patch only. Then I put saturator. Utility with the bass mono, then an EQ8, boosting the same frequencies as before. Notice that this time I'm not using erosion for this layer. Then I put these two glue compressors in soft clipping mode. Then the EQ. So I'm just kind of destroying the sound right now and making it like super boomy and sub heavy on purpose. Then I put wider. This is just a free plugin to make things wider. Then I cut a couple of resonant frequencies in there, the same ones as this one basically. And now I just need like a certain part of the frequency spectrum, not all of it. So that's why I make this EQ, just cutting everything below 150 and cutting everything above 3000. And that's what I get. So let's just hear the sound with and without that layer. That's with it. Let's take it out. Let's put it back on. So it just helps making the sounds feel bigger basically. And then the last thing that I have in here is this layer that I resampled to audio. The way that I did this layer is I just basically went in here, took out my sidechain and my reverb throw rack. Then I went to my master and I put these two glue compressors and I boost the volume like a lot. And once I had like that very crunchy sound, I resample that. I use a Max for Live device called Bounce in Place, which is a really easy Max for Live device for resampling. You just go here and you press whatever button you have mapped in the with the Bounce in Place device. So in my case it's 2. And then it just bounced it to audio for you. And then what I did was just put this back in here and I did some post-processing. So if you guys are interested in knowing a little bit more of how I use Bounce in Place, let me know and I can make a tutorial about that if that's interesting to you. But yeah, let me just go into what I did after that. So then I obviously put this back on to its normal value, which was 5 dBs of makeup. And then in here I just put down the volume, I put some auto panning, I made the bass mono, and I cut the low end below 150 and the high end above 5000. And that's just helping to create an extra crunchiness to the sound without like affecting the low end or anything like that. So once again, let's just compare how this sounds with and without it. Just in advance, I made the same process for the second sound of the drop. So without it, with it, let me just boost it to make it a little bit more noticeable, because it's a little bit of a subtle layer. So now I have that extra crunchy layer going like from side to side, and it just makes the sound so much bigger, and that's kind of what I wanted. So then I have this second section in the drops, and it's just these two main sounds and a couple of layers. So I got a sub bass, I created this with my sub rack. It's just Ableton hip hop sub with a little bit of post processing, just amp and erosion in there, playing like a sustained D sharp and then an E, and then this one. So let me show you how that one was made. This is in Serum. In the first oscillator there's a sine wave, FM from B 28%, level being modulated by this LFO in here, which is in 1/4 triplet mode envelope. Then the envelope for the Serum patch is this one, sustain all the way up, decay 1 second, with this little curve in here. Then I put a noise generator with AC hum, level is being modulated as well with this LFO, 17 of amount. Then the second oscillator has a harmonic series, 1 octave up, modulation of the level, sub oscillator, hyper dimension, distortion, tube mode, compression, filtering, reverb, then outside of the patch I put a saturator, sine note fold, almost 10 dBs of drive, and with these parameters in here, and then an EQ cutting everything below 150. So that's for that one. With the subs, they sound like this. And then I did the same that I mentioned before. So with that layer, sounds like this. So it just helps with the sub and with the texture of this. And lastly, I have like a reverb. I have like a bass fill, just helping in there with the flow. And that's pretty much it for this one. So I hope this was helpful. As I mentioned at the beginning, the whole project file is available on my Patreon. And also I'm doing one-on-one coaching. So if you want to jump on a Zoom call with me, I can help you with music production for sure. Feel free to check the link in the description for that as well. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I hope I see you around.